Hey guys, I figured I would post a video update today, hot mess hair and all, since I haven't done an update recently on where we are with IVF and just how I'm feeling about everything. So tomorrow marks February 1st, which means only 2 weeks until we start stim medications. So that's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. For those of you that have watched previous videos, you know just how much I love needles and how much I'm looking forward to giving myself daily injections. So I'm actually really dreading that. So I'm hoping that it's easy and it goes well. I watched a lot of your guys' videos on doing the stims before and asked a lot of questions in the groups I'm in on Facebook and had a lot of really great responses. So I feel really prepared. I'm just not excited about the stims. I'm super excited about starting the process and hopefully the outcome being a baby in May, or a transfer in May that would bring us a baby in January of next year. So we'll see how everything goes with that. One of the big things that's been on my mind and it's been really hard to work on lately is weight loss. So my best friend had a baby a couple years ago, and she has told me time and time again how hard it was for her, being heavier when she got pregnant and heavier after she had the baby, just trying to keep up. And seeing the amazing transformation she's gone through has been motivating, but at the same time it's also been just amazing to watch her do so well for herself and how wonderful she looks. I mean, she's just a freaking knockout. Not that she wasn't before, because she was, but just to see her so happy makes it even more even better. But trying to lose weight has been really hard. I've been really trying. I'll have a good day, and then by the time I get to dinner, it goes to shit. And then I'll have a good day the next day, and then I'll have a bad day that follows it, followed by 5 more bad days. And I'm struggling with it because I'm very much an all or nothing mentality type person. It comes with the type A, and I get frustrated with it very easily. So I'm trying to find motivation, and I'm trying to find something that just kicks my ass in gear and I go. For those of you that don't know, I did lose like 60 pounds a couple years ago on phentermine under doctor's supervision. I can't obviously do that now. And then with going to see a cardiologist this week, I definitely don't want to take anything that could affect anything with my heart. So I lost it. I've gained all of it but 9 pounds back. So I'm 9 pounds away from being the heaviest weight I've been in since high school. And that's frustrating because obviously I've seen everyone say how bloated they get with stims, how, they crave chocolate or they gain a couple pounds through each process. And then of course, when you have a baby, you gain weight then too. So the last thing I want is to go into all this being the heaviest weight I've ever been. So I have all the things that should motivate me. For some reason, they don't. So I'm very frustrated by that, and I've been very hard on myself for it lately, even though I'm trying not to be. I'm hoping that maybe this week I can find the motivation I need to keep going and not have to continue to worry about finding the motivation that I need. So hopefully we'll see some things there. I also wanted to talk about birth control side effects. So it has been a very, very long time since I've had birth control. Almost 4 years now. It'll be 4 years this year since I've taken birth control. And I guess I took it for so long before, pretty much all of my adult life prior to trying to conceive, that I didn't notice the side effects of it. And after not taking it and having a very normal cycle, and very normal, bodily response to everything, I didn't think it would be so bad, but it is killing me. I know I'm such a baby. If birth control is this bad, I can imagine how bad being pregnant is going to be. I have had exceptionally sore breasts since I started taking birth control. I get cramps like I'm about to start my period every day. I have headaches every day. And I just feel really sick a lot of the time. So I'm really hoping that goes away here soon, since I get to stop taking birth control in about a week and a half. So I'm very excited to be done with birth control, at least for the interim, and be able to go back from there. So the last thing I want to talk about is just how I feel about the whole IVF process. Some of you saw that I posted on Facebook a couple weeks ago that I'm way too type A to be handling in vitro because there's so little control over the process. I was feeling very frustrated that I didn't know when my appointments would be, that I didn't know when I would get my medicines. I didn't know anything about taking my medicines or anything, and I guess that's because I was just too ahead of the process. That night, actually, Peggy, which is my IVF coordinator, called me and talked through some of that with me, scheduled some of the appointments that I need to make, and talked through a little bit more about what each appointment will be, what I need to do, where I need to go, and then said not to worry about the medication. She will make sure I have what I need when I need it, and will meet with me at my baseline ultrasound week after next, I think. Or maybe it's next week, I'd have to look. But next week to go through the process, show me how to do my medications, make sure I have everything I need and that I feel comfortable with time frames. So I feel better after having that conversation with her, but it's been a very challenging experience thus far, and I haven't even really started the process because I'm realizing how little control I have over it. And I'm a very controlling person, so that's very difficult. But it's been good to have such a supportive doctor and such a supportive staff there. And that's kind of a new experience for me after my last doctor was great, but her staff was not quite as supportive as she was. So my IVF coordinator responds to emails super quick. She doesn't ever think a question I ask is silly or stupid. And my doctor actually had me in for an appointment last week just to talk about everything and to see how I was feeling. The main thing that we talked about, and this was a big decision for me and Dan to make, but was about when we get to our transfer, how many do we want to transfer? So we had talked about elective single embryo transfer or transferring two. I wouldn't have a problem with having twins, but I have a few concerns about the pregnancy and then financial side of it afterwards. I mean, with spending almost $20,000 on in vitro, the payments for that really took up any of our free income. So we're going to have a hard enough time being able to pay for daycare, much less have to pay for daycare for two. And then, like I said, with my weight now, the last thing I think I need is to have two babies when I get pregnant instead of one, because my body frame is very petite. I'm short. My hips are very narrow. And they expect both my sister-in-law, who's labor and delivery technician, and my doctor for me to carry a baby more against my back than against my hips. So I expect that will make it worse if we were to transfer two and have the risk of twins. So we're hoping that it takes the first time, which will be in May. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm really working on the weight loss, and I'm really working on giving up a little bit more control so that I can let the process go and then just see how it works. Maybe that will make me feel a little bit better about it. And then going from there. I'm really excited to stop birth control soon so I can get rid of all these side effects and then just see how things turn out. So I will give you guys an update the next time there's something to update, which hopefully will be next week. And we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.